Welcome back to Old School Sports. This was unmitigated hate from Colin Cowherd.
I like the word unmitigated.
Unmitigated hate from Colin Cowherd, and here's why. John Wall's rookie year. First game of the season, he does this, which was the thing to do, all right? Now he's dugging around. He's having a good time. He's happy to be in D.C. Kudos.
Teach me how
right?
to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie.
I appreciate it.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got
I was all in favor of it.
So that's Dougie Fresh for you. You know, this is old school sports. That's how
Right.
Dougie Fresh used to do it. You know, with the.
Oh, he originated it.
Yeah, it's a young person update, but it's
Right.
all off Dougie Fresh.
When he did that, did you like it?
Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's a kid who came from nothing and he made it to the bigs, and now he's just having a good time. He's
game
enjoying
one.
life.
Come on.
First game.
First game.
Colin Cowherd didn't like it.
No, it doesn't.
And here's what he said back in John Wall's rookie year.
Much like I called out Greg Oden, I'm going to call out John Wall. Oh, the have-nots. He scored 29. Oh, my gosh, J-Wow is so flashy. Before the game started, he spent 34 seconds doing the Dougie. That tells me all I need to know about J-Wow. Then he opened his mouth later and confirmed it. Not a sharp guy, all about him. Oh, I'm going to get a lot of callers. Colin, he's just having fun. What he did last night, Rondo never would. Isaiah never would. J. Kidd never would. Stockton never would. Nash never would. Magic never would. Point guard is like the quarterback. It's an IQ judgment position. J-Wow's 37-second, yo dog, look at me, I'm the man, and his wild, out of control style. Everybody else is buying his stock, and it told me all I need to know.
First off, I would love to see John Stockton, Dougie. That would be great. That'd be great. To have John Stockton.
Just hairy chest and all, just like trying to do it in Spokane, Washington.
Yeah. Like, you know, so
I'd be down with that.
I don't have a big issue with Colin Cowherd. I know his what he does.
Shtick.
That's what he does, his shtick. But some of those words were very uncomfortable to me.
Very uncomfortable. Yo, dog.
Yeah, as a black man, you become hypersensitive to code words by white people, where they can't say what they really want to say. So instead, they use words like yo, dog, and he's not that bright.
To preface
IQ.
with he's not that bright. My God, man.
That was, I mean, but this is, see, to me, that's old Colin Cowherd. That was before the $6 million, where he felt like he could say these things because he was trying to, not as many eyes were on him.
Funny thing is, allow me to interject. Funny thing is, remember when he got in trouble for the Dominican Republic comments?
Right.
That falls under the same umbrella of Colin Cowherd at ESPN, being tone deaf.
And, you know, he's done better with that. He still says things like this about players. It's Russell Westbrook now, or Donovan Mitchell.
But it's more modern.
It's more PC.
Yeah.
You know, before it was like,
which, by the way, is totally surprising because he works for Rupert Murdoch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he's smart. It's a different time with social media. You know, before, was that like 8 years ago? 7, 8 years ago? You could say stuff like that and it wouldn't cause a firestorm or get you fired.
Right.
Obviously, he found out with the Dominican thing that it's only so far you could go. Right. But it's very disheartening to see media people who just can't give regular assessments. If you want to say John Wall, you don't think he's going to be a great, point guard, fine. There's ways to say that without the yo dog and pushing those racial stereotypes.
He also made a reference to Rajon Rondo.
Yes.
Who, by the way, was 6 years in the league.
Yeah.
He was in the league. He won a championship, and he's like, Rondo would never do that. Oh, by the way, Magic Johnson, when he came to L.A. and won, he was actually doing that in a different way.
Exactly. It's just a different way.
It's a completely different way than actually dancing.
One thing that I think people need to understand is everybody's different, right? The way you are, the way I am, the way John Wall is, the way John Stockton is, that doesn't make any of it wrong. It's just we are different people.
Right.
Some people, they got a Dougie and they get some, he had 25 that game or something? They got him into the game. Some people are very quiet.
But that doesn't matter. The 25 doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying. Some people are quiet. Some people are boisterous. Some people like to dance. Some people are stone-faced.
Yep.
It's just different strokes for different folks.
Here's, by the way, the modern-day Colin Cowherd. I believe this was this past season.
Yes.
Railing on John Wall. Still to this day. Take a look.
The Wizards are now 8-2 without John Wall. He's supposed to be their best player. I said this for years about Carmelo Anthony. He's a Hall of Fame talent, but he's a ball stopper.
So he compared him to Carmelo Anthony.
Right. But you see the difference? There's no name calling. There's just, they're trying to.
No more JWoww.
Yeah, there's no JWoww and stuff, which is good, right? But let me tell you guys something about media people, and that's including us, but we're the cool guys. Media people, if they find something,
cool.
it's like a meat to like a steak to a shark. When they find something that resonates with the audience, they're going to keep beating it. That's why Skip Bayless is going to talk about LeBron until the end of time. That's why Colin Cowherd is going to talk about John Wall. That's why Shannon Sharp is going to be on the opposite side. He's going to be the LeBron, stan.
Totally. They need it.
That's how Stephen A. Smith is always going to say something crazy about certain things.
Are you trying to tell me?
Exactly. Yeah. Right. So once they figure it out that you, the consumer and the reader and the listener
are
and the
going
watcher,
to consume it,
they're gonna beat that drum. They're gonna beat that hammer. They're gonna beat it down until you can't see it anymore.
I want to just get to this real quick. Here's what he said in 2010. John Wall and Michael Vick are very similar. I'm not disputing their talent. I mean, Vick and Wall are fun to watch, but building my franchise around him, leadership position. And then he went on to say, people think I'm the antagonist with John Wall. Great talent, goes to the NBA, does the Dougie his first time out, which I thought was pretty repulsive and immature. John Wall has been at times brilliant, at times irrelevant, mostly irrelevant. And then he also said, I don't blame him, but these people that say there's no correlation between your environment and your leadership, you're clowns. And through no fault of Wall's own, I think he's going to be a great talent, but boy, he had a rough childhood, and I don't know if I'm building my franchise around him.
LeBron had a rough childhood. He's doing pretty well.
A lot of NBA players.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. A lot of football players, a lot of baseball players come from nothing, and they make something.
You can't assume people just because of where they came from or whatever can't be intelligent. That's just a really bad stereotype, and I'm glad he doesn't talk like that anymore.
Unfortunately, Colin Cowherd also pulled the LeVar Ball and mentioned his father. John Wall's father died when he was younger.
When he was like 2 years old.
Also tone deaf. So Colin Cowherd, stay classy.